Hey gang, how are you? I hope you are well. Today's video I'm hoping is going to be a bit of a quick one because it is hot. It is 24.5 degrees in my apartment right now, so I've got the door open so you can probably hear some clatter from outside, but I need the breeze. I'm really hoping that I can film this video nice and quick so that I can go to the other side of the apartment, which is much cooler. If you don't know, I've got a south facing living room with floor to ceiling kind of balcony windows and doors, and the sun has just been right there, which is glorious. I'm happy to see it. It is wonderful to feel the sun on my face, but oof, the apartment gets unbearable in the summer on this side of the apartment. The other side is north facing, so it's much cooler. So where I want to be, but there's not great light and I've not got it set up properly over there yet, so I just need to get my butt into gear and do that. Anyway, that was a whole lot of waffle. You didn't know to know any of that. I am sorry. Let's just get into the video. These are my favourite plants and favourite leaves of May. I've decided to try and choose some that I don't normally choose. There's definitely 2, maybe 3 plants that you've not seen on this channel yet, so let's get to it. I'm going to start with one of the plants that you've not seen on this channel. I'm pretty sure you haven't seen it, and that is my Pilea peperomioides splash variegated, variegata, whatever you want to call it. I think they came out with 2 variegated versions of this plant, the splash and the sugar. I might be wrong. I did used to have the sugar, but kind of fell out of love with the way that one grew. So I passed that on to a friend, but I've kept the splash, even though it wasn't giving me the kind of variegation that I wanted, and I've definitely neglected it. You can, this is doing nothing. That's actually snapped off, so there's a bit of stick in there. It's just, I mean, it looks ridiculous. I kind of like it. I'm not mad about it. I'd quite like to put it in a hanging pot so that it could just look all funky, but it needs to be repotted. Look at these roots. There's even some pups. You see this bit? Pups growing in there. I need to give it some attention. As I said, I've absolutely neglected it because it wasn't giving me the variegation I wanted. It was kind of putting out a lot of these kind of leaves, which, I mean, yeah, there is some splash on them, but I wanted some real nice variegation, and it just wasn't doing it. But you may have already spotted it. Look at this leaf it's put out recently. How nice is that? This was the kind of variegation I wanted when I first got this, and I've had it I think probably 2 years now, but I'm really hoping that this leaf is now a sign that it's going to start getting a bit more variegated. It's put out this leaf since, and then this one, and they're obviously not as variegated as this one, but they're a little bit more splashy than previously, so fingers crossed. But this has been a favourite leaf this month. I've been checking in with this leaf quite a lot. I just need to look after the whole plant. So that was my Pilea peperomioides splash. Next up is a plant you will have seen recently on my channel, and that is my Philodendron majestic, and look at its new leaf. Look how cute. It's not fully hardened off yet, but you can really see the red of the varicosum. So if you don't know, a Philodendron majestic is a hybrid of the Philodendron varicosum and Philodendron sodoroi. So that's where it kind of gets the silveryness from, and it gets the red. It kind of got a red back, and I'm so enjoying this new leaf. The shape of it, look how just round it is. It's so nice to see this plant growing. And what I'm going to do is I will refill the pole, so I've just sprayed some more in it, but I'm going to fill the pole up to here, because this node will be able to root really nicely into it. It's just making sure that the next new leaf doesn't get stuck into it, but I'm really enjoying how it's growing. really enjoying it. Fingers crossed that we can get like another big leaf, like a size up would be good. Back to this kind of size and bigger. Fingers crossed. Before we move on to the next plant, if you enjoy favourites videos, please give this one a thumbs up and I will know to keep creating them. The next plant is this little guy. I can't remember what it's called. Begins with a C. It's a variegated bear's paw, and I will show you it up close. But I need to figure out how to clean the leaves, maybe like a little brush, because the leaves are fuzzy, so they've got loads of like soil bits in them. But this is it. How stinking cute. Oh, I love it. I really, 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 really love it. I would like the non-variegated one as well. I just haven't come across that one just yet, but I got this one in, oh, what garden centre was it? Was it Cleve? I can't remember which garden centre it was, but it was $7.99 and I thought that was a really good price. Why are you? Oh, it's got some like droopy leaves, but it's okay. But yeah, I thought $7.99 was a pretty good price. It was this size, which I was quite happy with. I have repotted it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just really, really enjoy the colouring of the variegation, and like they look like bear paws. What's not to love? I adore it. I adore it. There are some fully white paws, which is a bit worrying because I'm assuming, you see, like I'm assuming they're not gonna survive. But there's a good amount of green as well, so hopefully it'll be okay. But I just love it. Look how cute. It's so cute. The next one is another succulent, which is this guy, which I know is a sedum of some sort, but I cannot remember the name. But I really like the growth pattern. I like the shape of the leaf. I like the colour of the leaf. It's like a bluey silver, and these bloom the cutest flowers. They're like little pink pom-poms. It's like something out of a Dr. Seuss book, and I hope one day it will flower for me because they're adorable. But I just really, I love everything about this plant. Like the leaf shape's like, it's like a shell, like a, is it a scallop shell? I don't know. But I'm just, like, I'm not about to come out and say I'm having a moment for succulents. But they're having a bit of a moment with me. Just some of them, not all of them, but I'm really enjoying the kind of funkier little looking succulents and cacti, and yeah. I again haven't got much more to say about it, but I just think it's really, really cute. I will put up a photo of the, I've probably already shown you a photo of the blooms, but like fingers crossed this will bloom for me one day, because all I want to see that pink pom-pom. With both of these succulents, and well, with all of my succulents and cacti, I've potted them into black pots and covered the top layer with activated charcoal, just for the aesthetic. They all sit on my windowsill, just over there, which is white, and then there's the big window, and I just like the kind of contrast of the white windowsill with the black pot and then the pop of colour from the plant. And I just wanted the extra added layer of black. No other reason. It's not like beneficial to the plant or anything, it's just, I just wanted it for the way it looks. I am a little bit nervous that I can't see the roots. I think potting in no drainage or in clear pots has like, it's almost de-skilled me in knowing how to look after plants without being able to see their roots. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but like potting directly into a pot that I cannot see through, like drainage or no drainage, makes me so nervous. Which is ridiculous because I didn't start out collecting plants in like clear pots or like glass jars. Like It's like I've just lost that skill, that faith in myself. So I'm doing okay so far. They've been like this for a little while, but it does make me nervous. But anyway, on to the next plant. Next up is my Hoya linearis, which is in my DIY checkerboard pot. This is a pot that I've had for ages. I painted white and then I drew and coloured in the black in permanent marker, and it's not really that black, to be honest, but I quite like the way it turned out, so I'm keeping it. And yeah, this is my Hoya linearis, and I'm just really enjoying how full it's getting. So if you've come over from Instagram to this channel, you will know, but if you haven't, I'm going to tell you. I used to have a really full pot of linearis, and it used to hang in my window, and it was beautiful, so stunning, so long, like longer than this one is. And when I got the shelves and the cabinet, which it now sits on, I knew that it was going to take up more space than I wanted it to. I wanted it to be quite long but like narrow. I didn't want it to be like a really big pot that took up a load of space. So I chopped these off. So these were all like chopped from the plant, not from the top of it, from the bottom, and propagated them. And I gave the rest of the plant to a friend, and this is kind of where we're at. It's doing really, really well. It's sent out loads of new shoots, so it's kind of narrower at the top and then gets a bit chunkier towards the bottom, where like each strand will now have like 2 growth points on it. Can you see? This one strand has 2 growth points. And it's obviously pushing out some new growth from the top as well. They're kind of going the wrong way. They need to be going this way, but I'm sure they'll figure themselves out. This one has bloomed for me every single year that I've had it, and it looks like it's going to do it again. I can already see, I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but there's a peduncle in between, there's a peduncle in between those 2 leaves there. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it, the combination of this plant with this pot. This is always a favourite of mine to like run my hands down, because they are fuzzy, these leaves, so it's just a delight having this plant. I think I will need to repot it soon, so it's not potted directly into this. It is, hang on, it is in this little, I think it's like a stationary pot. Look, this here is not a root, this is a growth point that's growing into the substrate. Such an idiot. But the roots are looking good. This one is in pure pon with a little black leca layer at the bottom. The pon, oh no, it's not pure pon, there's some cocoa coir in there. The pon that's in here is the chunky semi-hydro from Soil Ninja though, but it's loved it, clearly. Rooted really well, but I could probably wait a little bit longer. But I think I would like to repot it soon and get that growth point out. But it doesn't, it won't stay on the shelf just in this anymore. It's too heavy. Where there's been like new growth, it drags itself off. So that's why I've put it in this one. So yeah, I'll probably repot that. But that has been an absolute favourite of mine at the moment. I'm just really enjoying watching it grow. And these ones bloom. So even though it's pushing out peduncles now, they won't bloom until like later in autumn, because this is like an autumn blooming Hoya. So yeah, if you didn't know, Hoyas don't all bloom in like what we probably traditionally consider the like blooming season, like kind of spring, summer. They can bloom at any time of the year depending on the species, or at least to my knowledge. Like I'm pretty sure some will bloom in like winter. There are some that will bloom all year round. I used to have a Hoya carnosa compacta, which it would bloom multiple times throughout the year, which was lovely, but that succumbed to mealybugs. We don't talk about that anymore because it's painful. Anyway, I've got one more plant to show you, and that is the Anthurium crystallinum magnificum potential hybrid. If you watched my entire Anthurium collection video, you will have seen this one in there. It's this new, I can't even talk in sentences. This new leaf is stunning. I can't. It's just like this sinus, like, oh, I just love this colour, like, oh, I have no words. It's still hardening off, but I think it's reached its size. It's just kind of like the colour is just still changing. It's still got kind of like a bit of a brown kind of hue to it, but just look at that shimmer. I can't, like, this shimmer is just everything. I love it so much. Like, if anybody doesn't like anthuriums, I don't understand, because they are stunning. These are the older leaves, so this is the kind of colour it will harden off to. They're quite dark. I don't know if it's picking up quite how dark they are on camera, but it's just beautiful. The silver veining, stunning. It's got the kind of pink margin, and like this is the back. The petioles are quite a deep pinky, maroon, burgundy. I don't know colours, but it's stunning and I love it. I'll try and show you the like pink margin. Like, can you? Is the pink margin picking up? Like, can you see it kind of here? Is it picking up? I can't tell. I feel like it is. You can kind of see that corner, can't you? Like here. It's like that all the way around. It's beautiful. So beautiful. And that's it for this video. Those are my favourite plants and leaves for the month of May 2023. If you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button and leave a comment below. Tell me what your favourite plant has been this month. And if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I put out plant content like this every week. I'm going to put all these plants back in their homes, and I'm going to go to the other side of the apartment so that I can chill out in the cool. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!